So, are you international medical doctor who want to work in the UK? So, this September MSRA 2025 is just not another exam. It is your gateway to enter into the UK training, and it might be your last time to give an MSRA. So, this video might be the most important video you watch today, because in this video I will tell you everything you need to know about the MSRA. How to book it from Oriel account to the exam date, how to book a center, CREST Form, Pearson VUE account, and exam preparation. I have compiled everything which is mentioned on the internet. So don't skip the video. This video might change your career. So before jumping ahead, subscribe the channel. Really afraid that only 80% of the people who watch my video are subscribed to it, but one subscription really means for me. We will divide this video into the three parts. First part, I will give you important things you need to know about the MSRA. Second, how to book an MSRA, Oriel account, Pearson VUE account, and what happens on the exam day. And the last one, how to prepare this one to get into the NHS training. So without further ado, just jump into the first part. So MSRA is a multi-specialty recruitment exam. So there are the important points you need to know about the MSRA which make it a golden chance for you to get into the NHS training. One thing, it is just a single paper, not a different parts. It is an online paper. It can given outside the UK like India and Pakistan. It is free of cost. You don't have to pay anything for get the MSRA. You can apply to the multiple specialties by the single exams like surgery, medicine. They are the two specialties which do not take your interviews, which is GP and psychiatry. It occurs 2 times in a year, which is January-February cycle and the August-September cycle. What is the key date you need to remember, which is 29th of July. For the 29th of July, you have to have your Oriel account to apply for this. So this is about the important things you need to know about the MSRA. So free of cost in your country, so it is the best chance for you to get into the UK.
So the second part, how to book the MSRA. So finally come to the main part of the video, which is the journey to the MSRA. So in this part we will discuss what are the steps you're going to take to get an exam, and the next part of the video we will discuss how to prepare the exam. So as you see, the first step is the create an Oriel account, next is fill the application, and next is upload the CREST form. You get an invite for the MSRA, and to book a center you need a Pearson VUE account. When you made this account, you book in a center. And finally your exam day. Starting with the first step, which is creating the Oriel account. For the Oriel account, you have to go to this orielnhs.uk website. You have to make an account. You have to press the register. When you press the register, like this window going to appear, apply to the medical and the public health training. When you get this, these are the options appear on the screen, and just go to the continue. When you get the continue, so this kind of the window appears on the screen. So this is a very basic form. There is not as such big thing which you need to know. It's just like your personal details, your name, your date of birth, city, your telephone number, your address, your postal code, and your country. So this is important, like you have to fill the correct email address, because all the way you get all the information, your communication with the Oriel account is through the email. So try to give that email account which is completely active, and you regularly check that email. So when you get the submit, you get this kind of email. So this is the first part to make an Oriel account. After making the Oriel account, you have to fill the application. So filling the application starts when the windows open. So after creating an Oriel account, you need to fill the application. So this application is going to fill when the window opens. So next thing, the date is 29th of July. So 29th July, the application date starts. So when the application is open, you have to go to your Oriel account, and there is a vacancies. So you have to search if whatever vacancy you are going to apply. Like I'm going to apply for the GP, for example, you have to go to apply this. So when the date opens, so these close will turn as open. So you have to start application. So next thing is fill the application. So application look like this. So see, it is a quite long application. So in this part, you need to upload the CREST form. When we move towards the application, I will let you know what is CREST form and how to upload it. So how this application starts like this. So first part is obviously your application form. First part is personal information, equality and diversity, and employment history. So I just go through the important parts. First thing, you need to apply your first name, surname, your number, your if you are applying for outside the UK and not worked before, so you obviously don't have the national insurance numbers, you can apply no, and your address, and what is the right to work, your country name, and these are, if you're applying for outside the UK, so these are no for you as well. So what is your current status of immigration, which is I don't have any immigration status, so that is I just then apply to the next. So next thing is equality and diversity, obviously your date of birth, your ethnic origin. So these are all your personal details you need to put over here. So this is the application for the Northern Ireland. I don't put anything here, but I'm still able to apply into the Northern Ireland. So the next part in the application is your obviously employment history. So this is one important part you need to consider. So spend a few little time over here. So you need to put your all the house job information, your all the, at least you need to put 2 years of clinical experience which show that you are working for the last 2 years in a clinical setting. So like what is your employer name, like hospital name, the address, the postal code, what is your title, like if you are applying like for the house job you apply FY1, you can simply write that, your post name, your specialty. I've given you my, I show you my, like your post title will be of house officer and FY1 which is equivalent to the FY1, and after that your post type which is foundation year, your hospital dates, and your month's duration as well. And after that I have a non-training post, like I'm working as a medical officer in my country, so I put it as a non-training post, and obviously my workplace and start. So automatically by applying these dates you get the employment gap. So this is also important that they mentioned that if you have greater than 4 weeks of employment gap, you need to justify that gap. So there are the few things you need to know that regarding the employment gap. So importantly, if you have any gap, mention it before and give the appropriate justification for the gap. So it is obviously considered an application process, and if you have any other gaps other than this, you have to mention that. I don't have any, so I just put. So the next thing is basically your previous training or whatever you done. So there are the few questions like, have you ever been removed for the UK, your reference number, your TN. So if you're applying for the first time in the UK, obviously these everything answer will be here up to no. So in this section you can mention your GMC registration. I've been asked by one person about this, so I put that GMC registration. I show that I do have a license, my reference number, date of expiry, and obviously the other things, which is just simply your specification, your language. These are the not things which I should telling you. These are the simply form, so just fill that. So you need to apply 3 references, most likely the 3 consultants you're working in the last 2 years. So just put that references here. So there are the 2 declarations you need to make here. Your fitness to practice, like either you any vulnerable group. If you have any of this, you can just read and put it yes. Otherwise, just put it no and just move ahead. The next part is your foundation vacancy. So I'm currently working in the UK, so obviously I have not worked in the UK, so no, or everything else in this section is no for me because I haven't worked in the UK before. So that is another important thing coming up. So in this section you need to upload the CREST form. So here is a section. So just move to the CREST form. You can download from this website, and I will get the link in the description. You can straightly download that CREST form from that link as well. When you downloaded the CREST form look like this. So there are the few things which you need to know, just a few very few things. I'm not taking long time on this. So who can sign the CREST form? Just any consultant, GP or clinical director, MS of a hospital or equivalent, so that can sign, who have at least 3 months of over supervising you or in the past 3.5 years. And also important that, so you need to upload that qualification, like for in Pakistan, like we have a PMDC of the consultant, so you need to upload that as well in your CREST form. So these are the different parts of the CREST form which will basically show. One important thing I need to mention is your application name is printed here. Before downloading that, try to type your name here, so it is just named as printed, and other than all the CREST form, you can just read it there, will be filled handwritten. So I will show you my CREST form. So it is just like this. So see, I have written my name here, like it is printed, mean I have just edited the form and then downloaded the form, and after that I just complete my form all with the pen. So see, you just complete the form and you have to fulfill every requirement over here which is mentioned in the CREST form. to apply for this. You need to get your CREST form signed by the consultant, and you need his or her PMDC or certificate. He or she working as a consultant, and he can sign your CREST form. So this is the one evidence you need to attach with the CREST form in a single PDF and upload over here. So after uploading the form, you just complete the rest of the form, like your entry level qualification, your MBBS, your home country, university, has address, and everything else. And after that, you need to put some confirmations here and declarations here. So after taking that form, move to the next. So there is another route by which you can enter into the GP training. So if you have done this, you can just put it over here. If you don't, you just say no. And you have transportation, you have a driving license or now everything else. So just move to the next part. So you have to write over here that what influenced your decision to choose your GP. Less 200 words. I've written few. So the next important thing which you need to know is the preferences. So here there's a whole list of preferences, where the GP training is offered in a whole of the UK, Wales, and the Northern Islands. So you need to confirm, simply you can just apply everywhere, whole of the UK. So there is I just put that whole preferences over here. Initially these preferences are on this side. I have selected every preference and put it on this side. So you need to select all the preferences, and you don't need to worry. And if you have to rank them, what are the places you want to get early? Few people already have some relatives over there, so you need to go to that place which is easily accessible. So there are the few places you want to go. You can just put it over here, just in order to which is your likeliness, and also which is according to the merit. Obviously the main cities have a greater merits, so less likely to get that. So you have to score very high, or you have to rank very high to get your desired place. So in meantime, simple as this, main cities have a greater rank or greater merit in a simple way, and the outer towns, far away places have a lesser merit, so you have a more chances of getting into that. So for me, try to get all the places in the UK, Wales, and the Northern Ireland to get into the UK for the GP training. You also get the chance to change the preferences later on in the application process, so you don't need to worry. So finally, after putting the application, you need to submit this. So this is about the application you need to go. So after filling the application, you get into the long listed. When you get long listed after the very long time, when your CREST form is accepted, your status changes into the satisfactory, and then you will get the invitation from the Oriel account. So this is the invitation you're going to get through your Gmail, what you are invited for the MSRA. If you not get this invitation, you can't able to sit into the MSRA. So this is a different kind of exam. In this exam, you can't apply. They invite you to sit into the exam. So this is the temporary invitation. This is the first invitation which you need. They will send you that you are eligible, and the second part, this is basically show you the window. They also send you that you are confirmed. It is confirmed you are subject to eligibility. After getting this, it is confirmed that you can sit into the MSRA exam. So as you see that after filling the form and uploading the CREST form and getting the MSRA exam, then you need to next form, how to book the MSRA. So for that, you get another email which look like this. So for booking the MSRA or to select the center, you have to make another account, which is a Pearson VUE account. So you get this email, and from this email which you get here, you have to make the account. You don't go to the Google and type the pearsonvue.com. You have to use this link which comes to your Gmail to make an account. So by clicking on this account is basically come to yourself. So you have to make an account. This is a very simple one. So you just put a name, last name, and application number which was provided in your Gmail. An application number which was provided in your Gmail. So you just take that application number and put it over here and just make an account. After making an account, this account show like this. So see, if you have got the MSRA selection, so in this section you have written the MSRA, and there's a lot of places in Pakistan, India, and the subcontinent where you can give the MSRA. So this is all about the how to book an MSRA. What are the steps you need to know? If you have any question, try to drop down into the comment box. I will try to answer that as well. And next, move to the what you expect on the exam day.
Okay, so what you expect on the exam date? So there are a lot of centers in your country. Like in my country, there are centers in different cities. Like I have booked a center in the Islamabad. So there's a time slot. So either you can select from 8 to 12, either you can select from 2 to 4, and there's also the evening time slot. So most likely there are 3 time slots available Like for my time, there are 3 time slots available. This is a different kind of exam. So it is like this exam not start equally for everyone. It's just like if I reach there by 2, I can start the exam at 2. If someone has reached 2:15, so it can start his exam on 2:15. So not everyone start the exam on the same time. So you reach there, compose yourself. When you feel ready to go, you can take the exam. So it is a different thing, but it is a very helpful. So there are 2 parts of exam, which is SDT and clinical. So when you start the exam, so there is no pause. You complete the exam, take a little 5-minute break, and then again start the second one. So this is the complete setup you are going to face on the exam day. If you have any question regarding the exam day, you can also drop them in the comment box. So moving to the next part, which is how to prepare. I know there are just 2 months left, so I'm trying to make a complete comprehensive video how to prepare this in 2 months, how to prepare it. So one thing, there are a lot of question bank and there is no single question bank which is reliable. So you have to done a lot of question bank. One famous question banks are Past Medicine, E-Medica, Past Test, Revise MSRA. And for the SDT, you need to do the Oxford Handbook of the Situational Judgment. You have the UK Foundation exam, and obviously all the question bank give you the Situational Judgment Q bank. So you need to fill that as well. So this is a very different kind of exam, and I will give you the complete 2 months preparation comprehensive guidelines how to prepare in the 2 months. And if you have any question regarding the MSRA, drop down in the comment box. And if you come to this way long, if you have not subscribed to the channel, subscribe the channel, share this video to everyone who are going to prepare the MSRA. So see you in the next video where I give you the whole 2 months plan for the MSRA.